All right, let's jump right in. Today we're doing a deep dive on that Dillon Brooks ejection from the Rocket Suns game recently.
Yeah, the source is a Game Time Highlights YouTube transcript. It really focuses on, like, the key moments leading up to it.
Exactly. So it kicks off with Brooks and Kevin Durant getting tangled up. Pretty typical stuff, really.
But a jostling, yeah. Nick Richards is in there for a split second, too.
Right. And the commentator in the video, they immediately weigh in, says Brooks was wrong.
Straight away, huh? No hesitation.
None.
Yeah.
Felt he deserved a tech right then, even though the Rockets were actually winning pretty comfortably.
How much were they up by?
17 points, according to the transcript. So the commentator kind of frames it as Brooks making it all about Dillon, like being selfish.
Interesting take. Especially since, didn't Brooks start okay?
Yeah, the transcript mentions he had 8 points early on, so he was playing well offensively at least.
So there's that contradiction, right? He's contributing, but this behavior overshadows it, at least in the commentator's view.
Totally. Okay, so then things escalate a bit. There's another moment where Brooks and Durant lock up again.
And this is where Durant's reaction comes in.
Yes. The transcript says Durant was laughing and joking. It definitely looks like he's trying to get under Brooks's skin, you know?
The gamesmanship.
Yeah,
Trying to provoke a reaction, maybe get him off his game. Classic tactic, really.
definitely seems like it. And, well, it works.
Brooks bites.
Big time. Right after that interaction, the transcript says Brooks curses at the official.
Oh, okay. That's a clear line crossed.
Yeah, and boom, ejected. The commentator's reaction just, bye-bye, like, see you later.
Pretty cut and dry then.
Yeah.
You swear at the ref, you're probably going to get tossed.
Seems like it. And then the commentator adds some context, saying this whole thing, quote, kind of falls in line with what we've seen over the last couple of seasons.
So, bringing up past behavior, that definitely influences how people see things, right? A reputation.
Absolutely. It suggests there's a pattern, or at least a perception of one. It's not just an isolated incident in the commentator's eyes.
That history becomes part of the narrative, whether it's fair or not. Kind of colors the whole interaction.
So let's quickly sum it up. We had the initial physical stuff, Durant laughing and seemingly provoking, then Brooks reacting, swearing at the official, and getting ejected.
And the commentator consistently pointing the finger at Brooks, especially mentioning his track record.
Yeah. So what's really interesting here is that mix, the physical play, the mental games, and then the actual consequences when a player reacts, particularly when they already have a certain reputation.
It's a complex dynamic. How much is just heat of the moment? How much is calculated? How much is just losing control?
Exactly. Which leads to a final thought, maybe for our listeners to chew on. Considering everything, the play, Durant's laugh, the ejection, and that mention of Brooks' past, how much does a player's reputation actually shape how these moments unfold and are judged in real time? Does that history almost predetermine the outcome sometimes?
Yeah. It definitely makes you think about the weight that history carries on the court. Those split-second calls and reactions.